What we're doing here then is we're making a film, and we're making it with this little example machine here. And if I move out of the way and I turn the camera around, you can see that this machine is booted into UEFI. And we're looking at this particular bit here, how much RAM we've got. There's 2048 megabytes in slot A2. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that out of slot A2 so we can show you how to do it, and then we're going to put it back in. But we're not going to put it back in slot A2, we're going to put it back in slot A1. So the first thing to do is to shut the whole thing down and get the leads out so that we've got no power going through this system whatsoever. Now when a tower's standing up like this, it's a bit difficult to work on. It's not impossible, but it makes your life more difficult than it needs to be. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the tower over. This way we can get at the screws we need to get at, which are, in this case, this one and this one. I take my electrician's screwdriver and I open the case like this. Put the screws somewhere where I know where they are. And I whip off the top like this. Put that somewhere safe, and that's that bit of the job done. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take the RAM chip out, and you'll see the RAM chip there if I shine a light in a bit, and there it is. Now there are two slots there. We know that the RAM is in A2 because the BIOS told us so, and there's another one there, so that must be A1. It's empty. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my anti-static wrist strap like this, and there's a nice handy little bit at the back there to clip it to. So off we go. Okay, what we need to do is we need to pop off this clip, and this is an unusual board because if you look, there's no clip at the other end. It's just basically one clip and then a straightforward in connector. There's usually a clip at that end and that end, and if there was a clip at that end we'd pop that one down and then pop this one down, but we're not, so we're just going to pop this one down. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to shine the light on and I'm going to put my finger just there and pop it back as far as it will go. That's it. Okay, and you might be able to see that the RAM card has popped out a little bit of the way. I can see some copper connectors. So what I need to do is I need to grab it at both ends. This is where it gets a bit tricky for us because I'm going to have to put the light down for a little while. A bit dark there. But if I now pull evenly at both ends, this RAM should just pop out. And there it is. The RAM is now out of the slot. So now we're going to put the RAM back in slot A1, and the way we do that is we gently lower the RAM so that the DDR notches are matching up with the slots, and once we've done that, what we do then is we position them in the slots evenly the right way round, and we gently apply pressure, and as we apply pressure what should happen is the catch at the end should come up and click back into place. It doesn't, just give it a bit of a push like that, and then we check it. So what we do is we come along and we look at where the copper strips are. If the copper strips are making a good connection, like these are by the looks of things, and it looks like a good install, so we'll boot it up and find out whether we've got 2 GB of RAM in A1 or not. And what we're going to do now then is we're going to boot up and we're going to boot into the BIOS again. Or UEFI, UEFI, the new posh kind of BIOS. And you can see that it's changed. So what we've got in A1 now is Kingston 2048 megabytes, which is the card we took out and slapped back in again. So that's been a successful installation. The RAM is working and we can congratulate ourselves on a job well done.